Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy to be here with you. Okay, so for you ASM4 guys who already have your products in place or you have them in your garage or wherever they be, I want to talk about getting reviews up fairly quickly. Just so you know, we've been seeing some people, even in our group, but across the community as well, who haven't been able to give their product to family members, sometimes even friends, and have the reviews stick afterward. So while it's good for a velocity buy or like a burst of sales with friends and family, sometimes, not always, but friends and family won't work. If you want to give it a shot, feel free to. Um, it does work with many people still, using friends and family. Um, but at the same time, I know that for us, it was kind of difficult getting friends and family to even leave a review when we needed them to. So oftentimes it would go for like a month, a lot longer than we needed it to, for them to put their reviews in place. And it's kind of stressful too because you're kind of nagging them to give you a review. Hey, we need a review, and don't you love us anymore? We didn't like go that far at all. I don't think. I hope not. But anyways, there you go. And so to make things easier on you guys, I wanted to talk about building a dedicated reviewers list and fairly quickly. What I mean by that is just having a list of people that you can rely on to give a review of your product, and usually fairly quickly. Now, unlike a regular customer or like a prospect list, these are people who nearly always give you a review for any product that you give them. And they're honest reviews too, which are really nice and they're helpful. And so this is important, having a list like this, because when you first launch a new product, if you already have 30 or even 50 or 100 reviews in place, then you have a lot of social proof on your side, which is what you need with any product. Especially if you're going into a bigger market where there's a couple people where they have over 300 reviews or something. So you'd want to be in that range if you could. Okay. The second thing is, if you ever get any negative reviews, it'd be nice to have someone on hand who has a review ready, but they haven't submitted it quite yet, and you could call on them to go ahead and give you a review for your product. Because like what I mean is, let's go look it up real quick. Sorry. Sometimes when you go and there's a product, let's just use, I don't know, whatever. This is the big joke, silicone spatula. When you go to look at reviews for a product, you come down here and you see these most recent customer reviews right here, right? Ideally, you want all of these reviews, these most recent ones, to be 5 or even 4 stars if you can. A lot of times if you get like a 1-star or 3-star, 2-star in here, then people look at these and it kind of sticks out in their mind. Like, oh, this is very recent. Someone didn't like it. What am I going to do now? I probably don't want to buy this product quite yet. So your sales will probably drop for it, right? So if that happens, it's nice to have 10 or so people that can punch in a review very quickly, and it pushes that negative review out of there. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. Because you don't want negative reviews right there if you can help it. Okay? Now, as far as that goes then, those are the two main things. So building the review list, it's super easy with a site called Thomasson. I learned about this in Aruba, and it's just been nuts. It's been really helpful already. So if you don't remember, we're in beauty. Beauty is kind of a tricky category because most of the products there kind of rely on like time, people to use the products, see if they're working, if they're getting results. And oftentimes you'll see a month, 2 months go by where you don't get any review until later. And if you lose your connection with your customer in that time, then sometimes they'll give you a bad review or they have some sort of bad experience. Not always, we still get great reviews, but it would be nice to have a lot of good reviews on hand anyway. Okay? So with Thomasson, what this is they are It's a group of bloggers who are coming to apply to review these products. They review it on their website, Twitter, Facebook. A lot of them will have followers too. I'll show you this as well. Here's someone that we just, where was it? There's one. So this one was telling me that a new influencer applied to our promotions, and they influenced 2,500 people basically, right? Like, that's pretty cool. And she was applying to review our product on here, okay? Which is awesome. It does two things. One, she reviews it and her people see it. So 2,500 people have pretty much free traffic, or at least very, very cheap traffic, that are going to see your product. They'll have a link to it to Amazon, and they can go buy it themselves. So pretty cool. You could even work some kind of deal later on with this blogger to post your product for a special discount for her people. I'm not saying her, but I don't know why I said that. There's blogging guys too. But anyways, they review them on their blogs, and they'll even put their review on Amazon if you ask them to. And so far, we've had nothing but good experiences. We've even had a couple where they didn't really like our product for whatever reason. It's kind of weird things. They're kind of nitpicky, but but they came to us and told us, hey, we didn't really like it. I don't know if you wanted us to post this on Amazon. If you like, you can deny my application and disapprove it. And anyways, they're happy because they still keep a good rating themselves. But we're happy because, hey, we're not getting a negative review out of this. It won't always happen. You can still get negative reviews out of this because these are people who are typically very honest with their feedback. Okay? But it's such a good option to have these reviewers in place because, they want to review your product. You don't have to nag them for it. They want to do it because they need content for their blog. They want to show people that they're actively putting out new content. Anyway, so I hope that makes sense. Now with Thomasson, they charge a monthly fee depending on different service levels, all that kind of stuff. Let's go find that real quick. Okay, so the cheapest one is $99 a month. 10 active promotions at once for 10 different products if you like. Includes management of 100 people. Ways around that, but just use that for now. Or you can go higher eventually. But the cool thing is they offer a free 30-day trial though. And so you have a whole 30 days of getting as many people as you can. Usually it starts at this level right here. But you get as many people as you can to review your product and submit their reviews. Okay? You can choose to keep on going after that, but you don't have to. We were told that it's nice if you continue it to keep on stacking your reviews, but again, you guys are mostly new in your business. You don't have to with this. Anyway, so we'll go from there. Next, let me try to rack my brain. With this, there's a certain way that you should be doing it though. Like to sign up for Thomasson, and as far as promoting your product. Sometimes ASMers reported that their reviews weren't staying on Thomasson, or weren't staying on Amazon from Thomasson reviewers. But usually it's because they were missing some steps. And so I wanted to kind of cover those steps and make sure that everything was very effective for you. Okay? And so what you're going to do is just go ahead and register right there. Register as a business. And you can register for this free 30-day trial. Don't do this Facebook one right here. Just register with your email address. So you enter your email address. I'll just do a personal one for now. Just to show you how it works. No credit card required, of course. Confirm your email account. Just go ahead and get to your email. Confirm it there. And you're good to go. And it comes here and it says you're almost there. Account's been verified. You just need more information to complete your profile so people can know who you are. Okay? So here's, you put in your first name. Let's put Dan. I always wanted to put John. John Doe. You guys have to forgive, this is all just on the fly. Okay. But you go ahead, you fill out all the information right here. And then here's your first promotion you're going to be doing. So the first one that you want to do, excuse me, just go ahead and put in your product name. For your title here, the name, don't put in your huge ASM certified title. Okay, just make it as simple as possible because they're going to be putting this on your websites, and they'll want that to be as simple as possible anyway. Not only that, but to them it looks more attractive just to put it on their own website too. For the product URL, you can either use, your website if you have one. If you do, I would just say use that one. If you don't, you can just use your Amazon product listing URL, and that'll be just fine. Categories, you want to put up to 3 relevant ones here. So if you're in the baby category or something, you can use something like that. One for baby to kind of capture those bloggers that are all about parenting and with babies and stuff like that. Mommy, because same thing, you're trying to target moms or parents or something like that. Blogs that would have that. Everything else because, other bloggers want this free product too, right? If only, just start building their brand in a different way or give other value to their customers. So select those 3 relevant ones as best you can, one of them being everything else is preferred. And then the description, just make it sound attractive. You're not trying to really sell people on this so much as you are just trying to make it look simple, right? So you can use your Amazon description or your bullet points, like the features in the listing. And again, just to make it sound attractive. No need to put order now to and get another one for a friend or something like that. Just make it very, very basic about the product. You'll be just fine. So we put some cool stuff in. As far as excuse me, sorry about that. As far as that goes, just use 2 or maybe 3 images right here. Probably just your best ones. That would be from your listing. So in here, obviously, if you're just doing Amazon.com, just keep it here in the US. So the main ones you're going to want to do is create a post on their blog, comment on an image on Facebook, and post a tweet on Twitter. These are just the 3 main ones you're going to want to set it up as anyway. Just because, 1, you'll get some exposure that way. 2, because it's not too hard to have them kind of share things this way as well. So it looks very easy for them to do. And again, after the promotion, after they do their thing, we're going to ask them to share it on Amazon as well, which they're more than happy to do for the most part. We haven't had a problem with that yet. Okay, as far as the campaign hashtag, it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead like it says, the hashtag and your product name all together like that. So then what's going to happen is you'll publish this promotion. After you go ahead and you hit submit, it's going to come to this, to select your promotion type below. This part is super important. So there are bloggers on here that do these paid advertisements or sponsored blog posts. It's fine if you're trying to get exposure, but not fine if you're asking them for a product review on Amazon. And you'll get in trouble in a big way if Amazon ever finds out. So what you do is send 1 product out per person to write about and comment on socially. That's fine, but make sure this is unchecked right here. So you do not want to allow people with paid advertisements to be able to apply to this. And you uncheck that, you press the next button, this play button right there. Don't even touch this part, if that makes sense. Okay, so uncheck, click here, you're done. Okay. And then what'll start happening is you'll start, I believe it'll take something like 24 to maybe 48 hours for it to be approved. Ours was pretty quick. But once it's approved, you'll start to see reviewers kind of applying for your product right here. Kind of how we saw before. over on the main homepage. Like you'll see products out like this, or they will. Let's say, oh, Dynapro, oh, exercise ball, yes, apply. And they'll apply and they'll send a message and that kind of stuff too, okay? But anyways, the idea is that they'll see your product, they want it, they want to review it, and they're just volunteering for it. So it makes it really simple for you. So once it's all approved, you'll see these reviewers start to come in here. They'll start like applying. We had 297 authors that applied. We only approved 99 of them. I'll get into that in a bit. But now it's simply a case of just finding the right people that you want to get your product from them, or get your product to them so they can help you out with this. Okay? And so let's go ahead and I'll go here just to kind of manage it. So you'll see on this other side what you'll see. Okay. So we have all these people right here. You get all these applieds right here. Now what we want to do is, you're getting a whole lot of people here. You get some people that are very, very new. This blogger rating is poor, 1 for 5, that kind of rated her poorly. Verification percentage is huge. You see she has 0. She did this 5 times, but she's never left a review for a product. We want to avoid people like her. She looks nice, but we want to avoid her, okay? So what we want more of is people with verification percentages. 100%, though she's a first timer, so we may not want to go with her exactly yet, although we could if we wanted to. Verification percentage 0 of 13, we would never go for them, obviously. But stuff like this, 23 of 23, that's great, most definitely. Keyword relevancy, you don't have to worry about too much about that, but it's basically her writing the right keywords for your product, basically. And up here, 4 for 5, great. 75%, don't love it, but I mean we could do it. 76 of 102. 42 of 42. 5 of 5, maybe. We have probably looking at her a little bit better, like her actual blog. But there's an easier way to do this though. So on the side here, you see I have narrow results by whatever you got here, okay? So the main things that we're concerned with is making sure that whoever we approve is actually going to leave a review. So that's the verification percentage down here. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. Okay. So what we want is 90% or more, which is pretty good. 90% of the time they're going to leave a review for you. And all of a sudden we get all these people like this who are ready to go. Okay. 61 of 61. 1 of 1. I'll have to look at her a little bit, but we're getting people that are at 100% or down to 90%. That's huge, and we want people like that. Even her, 90%, but it's 177 of 197. We could even, if you really wanted to, go out and check her blog out and just see what she's all about. This is ambernorell.com. Not my favorite one, but we can go check out and see her kind of content she puts out there. And you see she's reviewed a lot of products, right? So she knows how to do this. And my bet is she has somewhat of a following. We could see her following if we wanted to. Just to click on her. She's considered a top reviewer. But it shows us right here. Now see, this is great. I mean, she has 3,800 fans on Facebook, 128,000 followers, subscribers to her YouTube channel, and visitors in the last 30 days. You can't quite see it, but it's around almost 3,800 in 30 days. So you get that kind of traffic just for giving her your product once. That would be super worth it. And again, your first month with Thomasson is free, so why not? Not only that, but you'll want to gather her information for later on. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. Anyway, so back to Thomasson. So now, with us, we had to do an extra step. We kind of missed the first one about these things here. So these, see this $24 thing? We accidentally hit We unchecked that top box, but we hit giveaway plus review. So we're getting people that require payment, so we have to be very careful of not going with these type of people. So unfortunately, she's one of them, so we haven't used her yet, although it would have been awesome if we did. We may in the future do like a paid advertisement, but not for a review on Amazon. We'd be very, very specific. Do not leave a review on Amazon for this. So if that were the case and you happen to do that, then I would just take this amount charged right here and put this little thing down to 0. So you make sure you get those people with all zeros. Just like that. So super easy to use. By far, it's the easiest option we've come across to build a list of people that we can work with in the future for other products that we want to do. Even if we go away from Thomasson, we want to have their information so that we can work with them again and kind of build a relationship with them that way too. That way, if I don't know, like if you want to ask like a favor, could you do a video for this? Could you do this kind of a review? Could you like share this on your blog or something like that? Then they could do that and it'd be awesome. Okay, so now what we do is we go through and we approve people. Let me show you how it goes. Let's find one. She looks pretty good. 35 of 35. Yeah. Keyword relevancy. She's probably kind of new to all this, but she has this little star here. Not too shabby. So let's go ahead and do this. We click right here, this little check mark. Go to Actions and Approve Authors. There we go. Make sure this is checked off. This Show Approved Authors at the top of the page, because you want to be able to see these people. And I'll bring her to the top right. These are all people that we've already verified with. See, they've already verified reviews, and they did it within just a week, sometimes a few days, 2 weeks. It's been just awesome. So let's go and find our approved people. People that we haven't shipped to yet. Oh, there she is. Oops, let's stop that. Okay. There she is. And so now what we want to do is do an FBA fulfillment order. At this point, we don't want her to go with a coupon code to Amazon. We just want to send her the product this way. It's a bit more expensive, but you're basically ensuring that the review will stay there afterward. Now, let me show you what I mean. So it's Touring America. We click on her again. Go to Actions. Export shipping addresses. Are you shipping within 24 hours? Yes, definitely. So it came out here. It gave us this file right here. We can open it with Excel. And this shows us her information. I trust that you guys won't go sharing this with anybody, but I just want you guys to see everything. So we have everything we're going to need right here to go ahead and to send a product out to her. Everything that we'll need to send in a fulfillment order. What we like to do is add her information to another list. It's kind of like our master list. I don't have it on this computer, but basically I copy all this information over. Well, I take that back. I copy over her blog URL, her phone number, her email address where I can reach her at, and her name. And that's it. Once I have all this information in my hands, then I can always reach out to her again if I have to. In the future, once we start talking about getting away from Amazon or from Thomasson rather, then we may want to have her opt into a form so that we can do mass emails to all these people all at once and say, hey, here's a product. Please go ahead and order it this way and review it, basically. This will be a lot easier for us too in the future for launching products. And so right now we're putting together lots of lists for you guys already. We want to put together lists in other categories so that you guys can get this benefit as well. And so just a fun fact for you. Sorry, I don't mean to make this long, but I want to make sure you guys get everything in here. So what we're going to do is send a fulfillment order. Basically, that we're just telling Amazon, hey, we need you to go ahead and send this to this girl right here. So we go to inventory. This is in Seller Central. Inventory, manage FBA inventory. You go find the product that you're having her review. In this like little actions thing, you just click down to create fulfillment order. So again, we've checked it here. Create fulfillment order. Go. And we put in all of her information right there. All right, you see here, just make sure it's the right product. Yep. Make sure that it's ordered just one, no more than that, and click continue. By the way, if ever you have to send a new order to another customer, that's exactly how you would do it. All right, then from here, you have the standard shipping. What we were told to do in Aruba was to do 2-day shipping. It's more expensive, but there's a good rationale behind it too. Basically, the quicker you get the product to them, the quicker they can put reviews up for you. And so like you see here, it's about $9 to send this out to them. You can do it cheaper if you wanted to. It's $5.95. It may differ depending where they're at. If it's kind of hard to get to them because they're more rural, then that's kind of how it happened. But I like to do 2-day shipping just to make sure they get it quickly and that we get the review as soon as possible. So it's been working out pretty well so far. We find that a very good investment. The more reviews that we can get, the more likely we are to convert with people that are looking at our listing because we have a lot of social proof with it. So we do that. Place order. I also like, I was talking about that spreadsheet before, kind of like our master sheet. I can send you all like a template of what that looks like. But I also want to put that in there so I can always, just in case I have to refer back to her order again, I know exactly which one it was. So I'll keep that there for now. And keep in mind this too, this estimated delivery date, it's May 4th. Typically it's 2 days, but it may not if they're living way out in the boonies or something. So just keep your eyes on that. Okay, so it's all filled out, place order, and Amazon will get to work sending it out for us. Great, success, it's on its way. Perfect. So after that, we need to come back to Thomasson, this one right here. So update tracking information, don't worry about that. Just make sure that you click this box. I have or am shipping sending this product today. The cool thing is that when you do this, if the order somehow gets lost in shipment or whatever the case, then Thomasson will always be able to refund you the money if there's an issue. And they do that themselves. So it says a lot about them and kind of company put together with this. But once you have that, just check that off. Check. I agree. Update authors. And it's been shipped. Cha-ching. Okay. This next part, after you get to this point where there's lots of people that have been sent, it'll get a bit tricky to find her again. So let's just do Cross was your last name, not found here. And it won't always be in order, unfortunately. Sometimes they kind of get out of order. Cross. Okay, we've just found her. Great. So now we want to send her a message to say, thank you so much. We're excited to hear your review, that kind of a thing. So we checked her off. Because now we're going to go up here, actions, send a message. And it's already pre-selected her right here. For now, it's recommended that you just go ahead and do these one by one to make it more personal for each person. Eventually, you could go ahead and just send this like a mass email out to all the people that shipped in that same day if you wanted to. But this keeps it, a lot more personal, and it'll be nicer for you in the future to have a relationship with this person too. Okay, now what we want to do is just make sure that we send this message to her. Okay, so we go ahead and put it in here. This is one that I had written out. You can copy this out word for word if you like, or do something different. But it's just, Dear Michelle, we change that to Tori. Dear Tori, thank you so much for offering to review our 3-in-1 derm roller kit, or your product. We'll be shipping your product today, and you'll receive it by April 17th. And then look forward to reading your review, and please remember to include the disclaimer that you received the product for free in exchange for your unbiased review. So important you put that part in more than anything. If they leave a review on Amazon and they don't have that in there, then it's very likely it'll fall off quickly afterward. But Amazon loves that kind of stuff. That's how they say it in their terms of service, twos. Okay. And then just go ahead and close. Eric Thomas, your website if you have one, great. For the subject, I just say we sent out your we have shipped, your 3-in-1 derma roller kit, Okay, so we send it. And now it's out of our hands and we're good to go. Now sometimes, when we get back to these active promotions here, you'll see that these posts verified. That means that this many people has verified their review. They've completed their job as we specified it. But not all of them have left their review on Amazon for it. And so what I would do at this point is make sure that with at least several people, at first you have them write their review on Amazon, especially if you're new. If you can, even better, have maybe 5 to 10 of these people just on standby, and don't ask them to leave a review. If ever you get a negative review, you can have 10 people on hand that you can say, hey, thank you so much for your review, we loved it. Could you do us a favor and leave your review on Amazon as well? And they come in, like we were talking about over here, wherever it went. I forget where it went. Oh well, the listing page anyway. But they get the listing page, and they'll push out the negative review from those most recent reviews, basically. Anyways, it's super powerful, and I hope that you found this helpful for you. Okay, so you guys are good to go with this. Again, the main things we want to use these people for is when we launch a new product, we use their reviews to get social proof very quickly and very easily. But this will also improve the conversions from the get-go, which means that you can turn on your Amazon ads very quickly. You don't have to wait for all those reviews to happen like you normally would, or any other kind of advertising that you might do, but also combating those bad reviews as well. You want to make sure you have people on hand that can help you to get those reviews out of there as quickly as possible, or at least off that most recent page. Now, if you cancel your Thomasson membership, then you won't be able to contact your reviewers that you've got in this campaign. So make sure that you have their contact information, like we talked about in this spreadsheet right here. Make one of everybody, and you have those main pieces of information: their name, their email, their phone number, their blog, and even their order ID that you created from that day. But as long as you do that, you'll always have these people that you can go to for a review in the future, and it is super helpful. We can't wait to use these people again because they've been fantastic. They left great reviews for us. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful. If you guys have any recommendations on the trainings in the future, then please let me know. If you want more specific trainings on other things, suggest those as well in the Facebook group. Other than that, sure love you all, and take care, guys. Talk soon. Bye.